1051.
Now, after all the years that you and 50 Cent had so much animosity, and to finally, you know, under dire circumstances come together and not be enemies anymore, would you say that you two are, do you speak to each other?
You got to explain that, because I didn't see that coming in 1,000,001 years.
Yeah.
The way you guys were so disrespectful, and knowing both of you guys, I was like, there is no, I thought,
it seemed like you were both very
even
stubborn.
for Chris Lighty, I thought that when y'all got on stage, I said, this is going to be fireworks. I really thought that.
Well, you know, I'm a grown man, right? And I'm a mature man, you know? And that's why I get upset when people throw the word dawn around, because you gotta know what a dawn is. So at the end of the day is when a person passes, when a person dies, you know, that really saved my life. Chris Lighty literally saved my life. Like, I had no hope. I was rapping. I never thought I'd be on. I was just the hustler rapper from the block, right? And a mob style and all that. And so when he came to save my life, man, I owed it to him to go to his funeral. I owed it to him to let the world know how, you know, he touched my family. My kids go to school because of him. You know, they live in a great place. My daughter, damn near, I mean, I don't want to say that like that, but my daughter thinks she's Hannah Montana. She ain't from apartment 5E to Boogie Down Bronx. She's skipping, hey, Dad. Like, you know what I mean? She don't know what's going on, right? So I owe that to him, right? 50 Cent, he owes him a lot too. So, you know, the first thing was going to the funeral. I seen 50 Cent. We had no words, whatever the case may be. Shout out Chi Ali. I seen my brother there. We linked up. And they said do this award show for Chris Lighty. And I was like, let's go. You know, and they was like, hey. And they said his name lightly. And I was like, all right. Because as men, the last thing I'm thinking is, I in no way was trying to be 50 Cent's friend. Right. You know, I had feelings. You know, I really had some, like, you know, I don't think now at this point in time, too, it was a perfect time. You know, at the beginning, I thought somebody was going.
Yeah, I thought so, too. I would have bet on it.
1,000,000%, 1 quadrillion%, because I know we was jumping out the window. And if they were going to jump out, they were going to jump out the window, too. So I was like, all right, cool. So we going to pay homage to Chris Lighty. Me, the respectful dude that I am, I'm going to be in my best behavior to go pay respects. I really don't want to be around 50 Cent. I don't want to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, somehow they put us performing back to some weird something that, you know, but when he came, you know, we in the trailer's right in the front. I don't even know if they set us up to pop off or something, right? So, I mean, I don't want to take nothing less. I don't want to say nothing that doesn't salute 50 Cent, but you know, he approached us with peace. That's it. There's no other way I can explain.
Which is crazy because he just got into an altercation with Gunplay.
No, but after too, like, I don't understand this guy. I was thinking maybe he was forming a new he's peaceful, and then they get into it. 3 minutes later, I say, yo, this guy's nuts, man. He don't want no peace, man, right? I thought this was the UN summit, right?
Right.
So he just came out the gate, yo, peace. It's all peace, please. Not to me. I was in the thing. I was like, yeah, yo, for Chris Lighty, right? And then he bumps into another one of my guys. Yo, Pistol, Chris Lighty, it's all love. This, that. You tell Joe, love. So I'm like, you know, 50 Cent is crazy, right?
You didn't trust it?
No way in a million lifetimes, right? And then so I go on stage and we do the rehearsal. And then somehow we end up next to each other, like I perform, he performed, which, by the way, that was one of the dopest tributes on the planet Earth. He deserved that. And then he just pulled his hand out and he was like, yo, peace, man. Chris Lighty, man, what's up? And I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? What you want to know? I'm not an abuser. I'm not it's peace. And from now on, it's peace.
Have you spoken to him since?
It's peace, man. You know what I'm saying? I gave him my word. Yo, it's all good. And then we move on, you know, with life, you know, as men. He does his thing, I do my thing. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Like we're not friends, but we have no beef with each other. We good.
I have no beef, no ill feelings, no nothing. with 50 Cent.
That's great that you can do that. Because I said I know Joe and I know 50, and I said Joe will fight 50 if there's 100 G-Unit people. Like what award show was that? And it was just Joe standing up. I think it was just Joe and Macho standing up at the award show, and 50 was on stage. I said this is gonna get nasty. They better go to commercial.
Oh, the MTV Award.
Yes.
Yeah, and then Joe got on stage. Was like, I want to thank. I feel so comfortable in here. Thank the 50 Cent.
We don't need
Security.
Do they have extra security for you guys though, just in case?
Where?
At the tribute?
BT
they want
Award?
us to die.
Hell no.
Nah, they want us to die. Nah, they want us to die. I ain't gonna lie to you. I done never seen nothing like that.
Now,
they put Israel and Palestine right in the corner, right there. Like, jump out.
A lot of people know
They
that.
probably with secret cameras just like, oh, it's popping.
Yeah, I mean,
is
every
great on
altercation
World
got
Star.
caught on tape.
This is going down.
50 and
Like,
Gunplay, Jeezy and Ross, everything got caught on tape.
But a lot of people know with record labels, feuds actually help out, album sales
I don't
and
think that
promotions.
helped us, and
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
I
ask
don't think
you.
that helped me. I don't think it really helps in 2013 because I don't want to help the hip hop police, but I just want to say that it's some tough guys in the backgrounds of every situation, and a nasty beef could turn violent. It could somebody could what I'm saying. So this ain't Kumo D. This ain't LL Cool J. Cannabis. This is the time where a lot of guys got some knuckleheads around them. You know what I'm saying? They would jump out the gate, throw themselves off the plane. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's really a safe thing.
How often do you sit around and daydream if Pun was alive, how the game would be?
I don't know. That type of stuff hurts me. You know what I'm saying? Anything that hurts me, I just try to block it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of pain in my life where I got, I have pictures in my mother's house where it's 14 dudes in the picture. I'm the only one alive. That's painful. That's, I remember counting, it used to be like 40 of us hanging in the projects. It was like 29 dudes dead. So when I start thinking about what it would have been with Pun, what it would have been, obviously he's a genius. He was incredible. He was one of my best friends ever. He was a loyal guy. He was a beautiful person. I'm not just saying that because people, when somebody died, they just say that. He was a funny person. He's sort of like me. If I said I gave my hand to 50 Cent, it's over, it's over. Pun was like, all right, you put me on, let's go. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We brothers, for real, And I really haven't found that in the loyalty and the brotherhood with Big Pun. I haven't found that nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And I mean it. I'm not just saying as a rapper, something like that. So I miss that fact.
What about Pun's son? What do you think about Pun's son rapping?
I think he's super nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know
would you think about signing him and putting him on?
I personally, I can't say yes or no, but it just. I wish him the best. And all I could do is if an executive or somebody asks me, hey, what do you think? He's incredible.
Or if he says, hop on this song with me, yes, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's Pun's son. Me and his wife and all that, you know what I'm saying? We don't, and by the way, I gave over $1 million. By the way, I'll keep telling you that, right? Mm-hmm. So I should have a Keep It Real statue in the Bronx somewhere rather than people lying on me saying I ain't look out. If I died, they probably give my family $10. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
She was saying she was homeless and you never did that.
Maybe she was, but everybody spends money.
Yeah.
Everybody made millions and millions and millions of dollars. Everybody made millions of dollars. Mike Tyson made how much millions?
330. Yeah, he said after he came home to 330 and went broke. Because of Don King.
Everybody made money. So when you're used to a lifestyle, and I don't want to even bring that up and just start explaining. When you used to, Pun's son, he's very talented. I wish him the best. I've always wanted to be a part of his life, Pun's kid's life. I'm that type of dude. Had me and his wife didn't fall out, they would be calling me uncle, loving me to death, being with my kids, being in my house, taking care, all that. It just turned real ugly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just like real unpreventable. Like, you know what I'm saying? I kept trying to make it, this, you know, and then, you know, it just never worked out. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you think Pun doesn't get brought up in more greatest of all time conversations?
He is one of the greatest of all times. He is one of the best. I was there when he would rap and rappers won't rap. You know what I'm saying? You know how I knew Pun was nice? I took him, his idol was G-Rap. I took him to Queens, to Nas and G-Rap. And then, you know, they always look like, you know, this Fat Joe, you know, Fat Joe real. He an all right rapper. This is a Flo Joe Day. That's my man. He keep it real. But they like, yo, that's his fat cousin Pedro. You know what I'm saying? What is he gonna rap about?
Right.
And then he start rapping and I seen Nas' eyes and G-Rap looking like, oh my God, like what's going on here? You know? And that's when I knew, oh my God, I better go all the way with this guy. This guy's like, he's incredible.
You seem like an unbiased person, so Pun or Biggie? That's a conversation we have a lot.
Oh man, two different worlds, man. Two different things.
Not really though, because they could do the same thing.
I
Street
can't say
records,
that.
party
I
records.
can't say that because, you know, Biggie. You know, Biggie. I mean, just to keep it. Nah, you were trying to get me killed, man.
Nah, that's just a conversation we have.
I can't say that. I can't say that. Let's just say we took the Biggie blueprint.
Word.
Did you ever do a record with Biggie? That was a big rumor at one time that there was
Me
a
and
record with
Biggie was doing an album together when he had beef with Tupac and all of them. So Biggie was like, yo, this how I blew up. The people don't. First of all, I gave Biggie Smalls his first show ever in life. I took him to the Fever. I used to own the Fever and throw the parties, and I took him there as a promoter and gave him his first show. I knew Biggie.
How much you gave him?
A G and a bottle of Moet.
Yeah. Damn.
That's good back then.
And what Biggie had, a Lexus or something at that time? An Infinity, right? It's my brother. I love it. People don't know, by the way, Charlamagne, if you don't know, me and Biggie talked every single day. Every single day on the phone. You know, when he started hanging out with Jay-Z and all that, I knew, yo, I'm hanging out with my man Jay. Like, when he started, like, you know, me and Biggie been friends for a long time. Like, I used to go to Brooklyn, open the door where it didn't have the handle, where you had to open the joint. You know what I'm saying? So I know Biggie Smalls, like the original, right? And so he stepped to me, right? I had left Relativity. He was like, yo, check this out. You the Puerto Rican Don, and I'm the Black Don, and we could just and Puffy was like, yo, if you want to do it big, let's do it. So we actually recorded like 4 songs.
I heard, where's those records? We never heard of
no
records.
clue. And that, look, nobody in hip hop want to hear that now.
Right.
He probably.
I think I remember the Think Big joint.
Ham, Pete, like, you know, so.
The Think Big joint, right?
Biggie,
big.
they never came out.
Never came out. It was 4 records. We were trying to get them.
We was doing them, right? So we was in the studio every day, but this is when the Divide and Conquer comes in. Good old Craig Cowman heard that me and Biggie doing that, and he steps to me and be like, yo, check this out. I want to give you your own record label. You know, this is how the industry works. You know what I'm saying? So I go to Puff and I say, yo, these dudes offer me. I tell you the truth, I ain't even deserve it. I had FloJo for relative. I was like, but being that, you know how the industry is, they heard the hype. Yo, if Biggie's talking about making an album with this kid, let me intercept. This guy must be the next guy.
Right.
Which he was right, but he was right.
all right.
Millions of records later, he was very right.
All right.
He stepped to me and gave me my own label with
Right.
Crazy M's. Like, I was like, yo, and then I stepped to Puff, and I was like, yo, Puff, look. Puff was like, nah, he ain't I said, yo, here's the contract. Puff said, well, go get it, Playboy, because I ain't giving you nothing like that.
Right.
Shoo! I left, and that's how I became an executive.
We hear those records, man. We try to steal those records. We try to get in the studio during those times to get those records.
You and
Me and
Clue?
Clue, absolutely. We can never get those records.